Hi, this is Kenneth of Common Hawthorne. Thank you for watching. I'm doing Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot 2020. Today is day 8. What tarot books did I read in 2019? Well, full disclosure, I haven't finished any, but I've read quite a few. I had no idea there were so many. But the one that I really liked the most, it was very exciting early in the summer when I was just starting to dive into tarot, is Bakara Wintner's What the Fuck is Tarot and How Do I Do It? I really like her kind of no holds barred, idiosyncratic um, way. It clicked for me. There's an inconsistency in myself there that you'll hear about later on. There are also two books that I'm going through as workbooks. One is the classic Tarot for Yourself by Mary K. Greer, which I have to say, the beginning part that's all about the numerology and your birthday and the year and reducing the number and coming up with your year cards and your soul card and all that, just it's way past the amount of woo and arbitrariness that I can deal with. um, and so that was really difficult to get into the book because that's the introduction. And I finally just pushed myself, just do it, just fill in the blanks, just do it. And if it doesn't make any sense, or if it makes me think, what the hell is this? Just do it. Just go through it. Maybe it'll make sense later. You can always come back. Um, and so I'm just past that part in the book. The other book I've just started on is Tom Benjamin's Tarot on Earth. I'm going slowly because he makes a point of saying, give this time to percolate, give it time to, so you can come back and revisit it and make sure it gets into your memory. So I'm still in the numerology section. Um, I like his approach of saying, go find sources for the meaning of numbers from different cultures and different systems, see where they match, where they don't match, what makes sense, what really resonates, and the fact that the subtitle is really apt, a practical approach to the cards. It's a lot of exercises, and so I really like that. There are two books on my to be read pile. One is Ethony Dawn's Your Tarot Court. Um, I'm looking forward to that. And then something that probably will end up being more of a reference book, although I know that there will be virtue in just reading it, is Rachel Pollack's Tarot Wisdom, which I chose instead of 78 Degrees of Wisdom because I know that tarot research has changed a lot and that this newer book would have the benefit of what she's been learning. And why not take advantage of that? I was surprised that there are so many tarot books, and there are some other books that I started reading that I won't name, that I just stopped because two different reasons. Uh, the one that I found in a number of them is when the author sets out a kind of rigid, almost approach to this is the way things are supposed to be. And it's all very consistent until you get to something where suddenly the author privileges their own idiosyncratic preference. And if you're going to argue for a systematic, rigorous way of approaching the cards, well, then I want that to be consistent. And so for me, those books where the author would suddenly get to something where it's like, oh, but this is the way it's traditionally been done, but I'm discarding that. It's like, well, but you didn't discard the other stuff. In fact, you lectured me about why I had to do it that way because it's the traditional way. And it's like, nope. Next, there are lots of books. And then there's one book that's very popular that I started reading, and I felt that there was an anti-male bias in the writing. Um, the Emperor card is kind of irredeemably bad because men. And I'm sure that there are people for whom that's true. It's not true for me. The book didn't work for me. Uh, deck, both decks and books, I think there need to be all sorts of decks and books, and they need to speak to and from all sorts of people. And I want to be aware of them. I want to be open to different approaches. And yet I'm also really aware that it's like they're not all going to be for everyone. And some of them aren't going to be for me. And that's great. I love that other people are writing things that um, reflect their experience, and that there are readers who appreciate that and find value in it and grow in it. And I'm excited about finding the books that do that for me. Um, so it's really wonderful that there's such a rich and vibrant tarot culture that's not just the cards themselves, and it's not just YouTube or Instagram, that they're also these books. I mean, both independently published and major publishers on tarot. I think it's great. It speaks to the health of the tarot world. So thank you for watching. Again, this is Ethony's 31 Days of Tarot 2020, which you could be doing too if you are so inspired. And I'm Kenneth at Common Hawthorne. Thanks for watching.